Live League Game of the Day. SAS Joel versus Majician2000. Sensei versus Hawk.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another Live League Game of the Day. Today we are on Barrage Garden. This is a high funds matchup with Triple Base, Airport, and Com Tower Sport. And a couple of ports sort of in the corners of the map over here. Don't really see too much use out of those ports, aside from maybe grabbing it, and if you really want to get spicy, you could build a battleship. And battleship would get quite a lot of range over here, but you know, I just don't really see that happening. Although it could happen. You know, crazier things have happened. Now, the other thing that's interesting about this map is we actually start with a pre-deployed rocket. So rocket will automatically be able to fire on this city and this city right here. So neat little piece of information there. Not really sure how effective that's going to be, but you can get a unit over here and release the rocket, and then the rocket can just go and do whatever it wants. But you know, it also is limited in its ability of, you know, moving, so might not be able to get too much done with it. But I'm very curious to see what is going to happen with it. We have a Sensei versus a Hawk matchup today. Pretty common tier 1 matchup when it comes to the high funds. Now, in high funds, Sensei is allowed because he is slightly weaker in high funds because of the power scaling. Players and COs are just able to get powers way more often, and therefore the infantry spam is actually countered a little bit by the tech up spam and the power spam. You know, people get the soiled abominations on the field in high funds, and it causes a lot of havoc, folks. High funds is a very smelly game mode, very fun game mode, but definitely has some stench attached to it for sure. Now, when it comes to this map in general, the HQs are kind of in the middle of the map here, so could probably easily fall to one player or the other, but there's so many properties on the map here. It's kind of hard to say exactly where fighting is mostly going to happen, but I predict a lot of fighting probably going to be happening in these two areas here. But considering that we have Sensei, infantry are going to be spawning pretty much on every single property owned, so fighting is probably just going to happen everywhere, folks. We have SAS Joel and Majician2000 as our players today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what went down in the Live League today. Beep, 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 beep. On the first few days, folks, you know the deal. Standard infantry builds, because you got to get the infantry on the field. It is the #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web, even in high funds. The second priority in Advanced Wars by Web is make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel for all that hot Live League action. Cheers, folks. If you got yourselves a hot beverage, I would suggest getting it, because this is going to be a long one, folks. Alrighty, so we are going for those standard capture chains at the moment. Looks like both players are going to be rushing the airport. I think rushing airport is a pretty good idea in high funds. You just get so much money in high funds, and you can actually very effectively buy air units very, very early and start that spam. Especially, you know, Sensei. He definitely want to get those battlecopters on the field. I believe that the battlecopter day-to-day is like 150%. Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. 150% firepower from those battlecopters. Now, Hawk will have 110% firepower from the battlecopters. Opening classy medium tank from Majician2000. Very, very classy, folks. You'll love to see it. Some of the classiest plays you've ever seen in Advanced Wars by Web here. Now, unfortunately, SAS Joel, or maybe fortunately for him, I mean, it's very nice having a lot of funds, but he's got 34,000 funds, so I'm probably predicting he's going to be buying a soiled abomination. Yep, there it is, folks. There is the soiled abomination stinking up the battlefield already, folks. Now, considering that there's probably going to be a whole lot of classy boys in Soda Abomination, I'm going to give our friend Sir Classington here a little bit of a break. The medium tank above me normally calls out every single classy medium tank and every single Soda Abomination bot throughout the entire match, but I have a feeling there's going to be so many of them. We're just going to give him a break. Maybe he'll call out the most important ones. What do you think? Alright. So, going for the capture chains. Looks like we're in position to actually grab the comm tower in the corner now. Magician's only got 10k left after that battle copter purchase, so he's going to be getting the tank, bust out the infantry. I don't really see anything too bad about that. Now, the one thing about Sensei is all of his direct combat units, they do lose 10% firepower, so technically, if Majician2000 can get the classy boy to get a first strike, he might be able to win the Neo Tank engagement. Usually if you get a good first strike with a classy boy, you can get some stuff done. But the thing about the classy medium tank, folks, is the classy medium tank is the ultimate underdog of Advanced Wars by Web. So it's a unit which pound for pound is not as strong as a Neo Tank. Now I know what you might be thinking. Sammy, I thought you're like obsessed with medium tanks. Well, I actually am. But I'm obsessed with the underdog. That's what it really is. Classy medium tank is the classiest unit in Advanced by Web, but it's also the ultimate underdog. It cannot go as far as this Soiled Abomination, and it can't hit as hard. So it's got to be tactical. It's got to be purposeful. Its movements have to be fluid, perfect, in order for it to execute the plan. If you want to be building Soiled Abominations all the time and taking the easy route, well, that's your business. But, you know, true classy folks, open medium tank. That's what we got here today, folks. Not that SAS Joel is not necessarily a classy folk. I'm sure that he probably will be busting out a few classy boys along the way here, but we shall see. But he did just move his classy boy right in range of this infantry right here, which is kind of interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that is going to result in the first strike of a classy medium tank. Not sure if I really agree with that one, but we shall see what happens here. Now, one thing that is really nice about that is it does charge, or get a lot of charge. It's going to get an awful lot of charge, actually. And attacks from the road. Ooh. Not actually too bad, you know. 50% damage. 1 counter, so it's not like too shabby. So let's see if the underdog can pull through here, folks. We'll see what he does. Busting open the pipe seam here too, I think is a pretty good idea. Now, opening this pipe seam here, this one and this one down here, is a pretty good idea because that directly allows you to reinforce this area over here. Whereas if you didn't bust it open, you would only be able to reinforce over here, then it would take you a whole extra day or two to actually get into this area. Otherwise, you would basically be forced just to go north, which is not necessarily a bad idea, but at least busting open this pipe seam here allows you to go here, and then you have the option of either attacking over here or attacking over here, and vice versa on the opposite side too. So, yeah, I think busting open the pipe seam is a pretty good idea here, folks. Right, class medium tank slips away here, and Majician2000 now has 27,000 funds. He's probably going to get stinky. Is he going to get stinky? Oh, he doesn't get stinky. Oh, Majician2000. What a magical man. Busting out another classy medium tank. Now, is this classy medium tank? Ooh, and look at that. We are in range to cover this classy medium tank. So if the Neo Tank wants to get frisky and come over here and attack this guy, finishing off this medium tank, this guy could potentially fall to a classy boy copter combo and maybe a surround with the infantry or something. So maybe you might be losing a Neo Tank out of this engagement. But the one terrifying thing about taking out a Neo Tank this early from Sensei is the fact that he's going to automatically get his power and just start infantry spamming you to death. And we don't really want that, folks. So Neo Tank runs away and picks on a poor little infantry in the middle of the map. That guy got blown up, folks. Got blown up. He's out of here. Now it is Majician2000's turn once again here. SAS Joel, you know, has done some damage here, folks. Definitely getting ahead in the unit count, but when it comes to the overall game, against Sensei, you are going to be behind in unit count. What you really need to do is make sure you are ahead in the tech game. If you're ahead in the tech game, you should be able to overcome the spam. Well, we shall see, because that power is going to be charged. Yeah, it is going to be charged, and there is going to be a lot of pain going to be happening if that gets charged. We're going to have a whole lot of frontline infantry over here. Frontline infantry that are actually in range to interrupt right away too, which is going to be extra dangerous. So let's see if he gets that power or not. I think it's pretty easy to get the power. This probably should pop the power right there. Yeah, and there we go. We got the power, taking a few extra shots. Is he going to pop the power, or is he going to save it for the mechs? Now, saving for the mechs is not necessarily a bad idea in high funds as well. But I would probably suggest, if you're going to be playing Sensei, well, one thing, you really have to play fast. Like, you have to just no-brain it, get your movements there. Because once you get to this point right here, it gets chaotic. It gets absolutely chaotic. So SAS Joel's got 1350 on the clock here, right at the beginning of the turn. So let's see how much time he takes with this turn, moving all the infantry. Great actual snipe there from the battlecopter, eliminating one of the enemy battlecopters here. Plus he got another soiled abomination, and then just casually moving every single infantry. But that turn took about 3 minutes to move all those infantry. So yeah, it's something, folks. Now, Majician2000, pretty close to a black wave. So could get some damage done with the black wave for sure. But what available attacks does he have right now? Now, sadly, there's an anti-air in position to cover this battlecopter. There's also these two battlecopters right here that are basically in position to cover this battlecopter. So bringing this battlecopter forward to attack this guy is going to be kind of risky. You can't hit the Neo tank right now. So the abomination is safe. So what does Majician2000 do here? Uses the artillery. Beautiful. Alright, attacks the battlecopter regardless. Goes in, attacks it with the classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web 2. And now Majician2000 is forced to get stinky. He's gotten stinky, folks. Unfortunately, high funds, you know, like I said, it is a stinky game mode. So we are just going to be seeing a whole lot of stench. Whole lot of stench pop up. But SAS Joel. 12 minutes, 36 seconds on the clock. Has now charged Majician2000 with the first co-power. But is getting quite a bit accomplished here. Taking out infantry, almost taking out the entire tank down in the southeast corner. And has basically many infantry that are just uncontested over in the northwest. Yeah, northwest. Although I'm not really sure if I feel pulling back over here. I mean, it's not a bad choice. Obviously, there's a lot of units over here, but I mean, if you attack the bulk of his army, it's not really gonna be like feeling too hot, you know. Let's see if maybe there is an attack. Is there anything that we would be able to do here? We don't have an attack on this. That's one of the big problems. He could attack the classy medium tank over here, but that would force this guy to move in over here. So maybe pulling back isn't necessarily the worst idea. So we'll give it a pass. Alright. Day 10. Day 10 already, folks. 10 days in. Oh, loses the luck roll against the 1 HP. Now, if he popped the normal power, he would have won that engagement. But, you know, 1 HP tank, it's not really the worst thing in the world. It just really hurts. You know, it hurts when it happens. It's happened to all of us. I'm sure that every single person has gone to do that roll where you're attacking a 1 HP unit with another 1 HP unit and you just lose the unit. And you're just like, well, guess I'll die then. Yep, we've all been there, folks. Clears another, or doesn't clear, but gets the infantry down to 1 in the bottom corner. Magician very close to getting the Black Storm now. That is the super that does 2 global damage and 2 damage healing to all units. Oh, and he's going to be busting open that pipe seam very soon. Neo-tank attack on it. Popping another copter command. Now, I believe I need to check something. So, if we take a look at this game. Ooh. Okay. So, sometimes in high funds, you're allowed to have 65 units. But in this match, you're actually only allowed 50. So it's a little bit of a crutch for Sensei if he wants to pop in those powers all the time. Now, one thing you can kind of do to work around that is when you get really close to, unit count, you can just join some infantry together, and you're perfectly fine. But you always want to make sure that you have at least a few extra units to bust out your builds. So, consider this. SAS Joel just bought the classiest unit in Advancements by Web. He's got 2 of them on the field now, so he's getting pretty classy over here, folks. But he buys an infantry, but then he has to base skip because he can't buy anything else. Now, in this case, you have so many infantry on the field, you don't even really need to buy infantry. One thing that makes Sensei so strong is you just get the free infantry. So what you really should be focusing on when you're playing Sensei is just buying vehicles. Just get lots of vehicles on the field. Get artillery, get anti-air. It's pretty basically all you need. Copters, some tech-up units, anti-air, and artillery. That's it. You're going to have the best time of your life if you do that. Alright, Magician, like I said, super, super close to that Black Storm. Busts out another classy medium tank. You love to see it, folks. SAS Joel's down to 5 minutes 25 seconds, though. So you can see how much of a crutch Sensei is sometimes. Like I said, Sensei, you gotta not think. Just not think, just move. Just move, just act. Act, react, move, don't stop. Always be clicking. You're basically playing StarCraft at that point. You gotta pump up those actions per minute or whatever. Alright, nice clear on the cap and infantry, and then we move the rest of the infantry over here. See, this is another reason why joining some of the infantry would be really good, because then you just wouldn't have to move as many infantry. Another Soiled Abomination, 25 more K in the bank after buying a Soiled Abomination. I mean, he might as well just stink up the battlefield even more and just buy another one. But he buys a battle copter, classy medium tank. Yep. Like, look at this disgusting army. Look at it. Oh my god. It's filthy. It's filthy and it's freaking powerful. It's everywhere. But it's about to get hit by a Black Storm. So remember, this is 20% of the total army. So let's just take a little gander here. Are we going to be popping it this turn? Or are we going to hold it? Okay. We do the engagements first. A couple engagements first, and then we pop it. So just go back a second. So we're at 227,000 value at this moment. We pop it down to 178,000 value. So this is why Sensei is sort of balanced when it comes to high funds. Now, he's got lots of infantry. But when he's fighting people like Hawk, or it's like even Olaf, global damage, or even Eagle, those infantry can just get cut down. But that is one beefy Soiled Abomination right there, folks. Managed to survive 2 hits. But continuing to attack the pipe seam. Not really too many other attacks, but the damage this turn is mostly done by that Super Co-Power. 182,900 value. Does have another Co-Power available for the infantry. But at this point, now it might not be a bad idea to just pop out the mechs. One thing that's very good about the mechs is if you pop them at the right time, you can just sacrifice those mechs and just attack like big tech-up units or attack every single vehicle you can possibly see too. So doing that, you can get a whole lot of damage done basically for free, because you know you got the mechs for free. So you just sacrifice them and you just attack vehicles with them. That's it. Then another 2 turns, you just get more mechs. Like, you're having the best time of your life right there. Alright. Brings, like, the entire army forward. 5 minutes left on the clock. Bust out the copter command. At the end of the turn. I probably would have saved it. I would have probably liked the mechs at this point. I mean, we already have the unit count, so we might as well just save it and then bust out the mechs. Like, I don't know, people might disagree with me here, but I like the mechs. Hawk's HQ is under serious threat, though. Definitely needs to be parking something there. Like an anti-air, yeah, that's a pretty good unit to park on the HQ. We aren't going to be seeing that unit get destroyed by double copter fire, that's for sure. I don't think we really have anything else in position to hit it. We got a tank right here, it's not in position. 3 copters, even if it's Sensei, it's not enough to take out a anti-air on an HQ, so don't have to worry about that. No full HP infantry either in position to cap it yet, but there is this infantry right here that could cap this, unless it's interrupted by this guy right here, which it might be. Could be. Could happen. Alright, just eating the infantry, folks. Goes for the 5 HP one. Huh. Well, it looks like, yeah, he's not going to stop that cap even if he attacks it anyways, so that makes sense. Good awareness there from Majician2000. And just busting down more vehicles. So, far behind in the capture game, unfortunately, but once again, that's kind of just a thing that happens against Sensei. You know, it's hard to win the capture game when your opponent just has so many infantry and it's just causing havoc all over the place. Another thing that's causing havoc is this classy on classy violence up north, folks. Very unfortunate to see. You hate to see the classy boys attack each other, but you know, sometimes it has to happen, especially in high funds. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, we got a mega tank, folks. Interesting. Super interesting, folks. We got the mega tank. The mega tank is on the field. Popping the copter command again. How many units, though? We only get 8 infantry out of it. Like, it's really not worth it overall. Yeah, I don't really like it too much. Now, the other thing about copter command that some people might not know, but the way that the infantry spawn, it spawns top left all the way across, going down typewriter style. So it's gonna go here, here, and then go. This will be 1, 2, then it'll go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So you'll get guys on all those properties right here. Now let's just double check that and make sure that did happen. Yep. Unless I forgot this one. No, I got a dot there. I think we're fine. We're fine. Everything's good. Boom. So yeah, we don't get any infantry down here. These guys wouldn't have really been in position to do anything either, but I mean, I still would probably prefer the mechs at this point. I mean, just imagine if we busted out frontline mechs, you know? Especially in this position here. Like, I mean, there wouldn't be a mech over here doing anything, but imagine a mech popping up over here and just smacking this medium tank. Oof! Be doing some damage. Sensei mech? Oh my god. It's one of the strongest mechs in the game, folks. Leave 14. More copters down. And see, we lose 3 copters this turn. That would have been so much charge if we stayed there. That would have got us to mechs. Would have got us to mechs this turn, folks. But SAS still definitely keeping those meat shields alive at the moment. But now we got ourselves in a little bit of a situation here, folks. So look at the tank count. So 1 Solar Abomination, 5 medium tanks, 5 copters, 6 anti-airs, 7 tanks. To a mega tank, 3 neos, 4 mediums, 5 copters, and a tank. So I mean, overall, like, the tech up game is like fairly even, like, overall. The real difference right now is Magician has so many anti-air on the field. This Mega Tank needs to get its butt up to the front of the flipping battlefield, though, folks. Now, unfortunately, they only got 4 movements, so it is going to take them quite a bit of time to get to the front lines, but they are going to try their best. Oh, we don't get the clear on the anti-air, so we cannot start the capture this turn. Very unfortunate. And now it appears like Magician is going to be getting another Black Storm. This one is going to hit hard, folks. We'll be doing as much damage as we can, though. Oh, I probably would have put the Mega on a city just to get some repairs there right away. But we do need to get it to the front line. I was just saying it needs to get to the front line as quick as possible, so maybe it can stop on the city right before it like starts battle. Another Neo, another Classy Boy, and the power's activated because SAS Joel is now out of time. It's out of time, folks. So we're definitely going to be getting some we're going to be getting some mechs next turn. I can guarantee you that. I at least very much hope that we're going to be getting some mechs. All right. Ooh, classy medium tank taking out the Sword Abomination. And we got another Classy Boy down, another Copter down. That does charge the mechs, though, folks. Oh. And there are some targets for mechs right now. There are multiple targets for mechs. Actually, I kind of like this turn for mechs. So, think about this. So we clear this medium tank. We get a mech right here. We get a mech strike on this. Get 2 mech strikes on this. Get a mech strike on this. With 2 mechs, we could possibly clear this medium tank as well. Get a mech strike on this anti-air. Like, we got lots of attacks. So, let's see what SAS Joel can do, though. Oh, bust out the mechs. I'm telling you. Do it. Get the mechs. Mechs on the field. Too many infantry moves. Not worth it. Get the mechs. No, the infantry. Should have got the mechs. Oh my god. The infantry aren't really going to help you against these guys, but imagine the mechs at this point, man. Oh my god. Actually, considering we have this too, this medium tank definitely would have been gone, but... Oh my god. Imagine the mechs, folks. Pour one out for the mechs that were never spawns. But either way, wonderful meat shields all these infantry are. But it's just, it's so many units to be moving around with like no time, but... SAS Joel. Okay. I'm gonna tip my classy hat to this fella because he moved all those units and did his buys in 1 minute and 49 seconds. What an absolute legend. Absolute Sigma right here, folks. Alright. I mean, at this point, too, like, Magician is just doing what he can to just, like, clear the infantry. I'm not saying that it's necessarily worth it, but you could crash 3 tanks into this medium tank and it would probably maybe fall. But it probably wouldn't, actually, so maybe not worth it. Probably lose the tanks. Well, we would lose all 3 of the tanks, so yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. But I'm kind of a reckless, crazy fella, and sometimes I just crash units into things just to see what would happen. If you ever fight me in Live League, folks, which I do sometimes queue in the Live League, every once in a while, whenever I have spare time. But you know, you'll probably beat me, because sometimes I just like, you know, I just get the call of the yeet, and I just start crashing units into places, you know, just to see what will happen. You know, maybe something will happen, maybe something won't, but, yeah. I like to keep it interesting. Try to keep it interesting, folks. That's the important thing. Alright, we got another infantry drop here. Crashing the infantry into the battlecopters. That's going to be doing tons of damage to those poor little fellas. But it does look like SAS Joe has now busted out the classy boy of the sky. So we have a sky classy boy. We got the bomber on the field. Magician though, look at this. Instant buy, instant fighter. He's like, nope, gotta be taking care of that guy right now. Yeah, we're not gonna be dealing with a bomber. Okay, not gonna be dealing with a bomber. He's gonna be busting out the fighter right away. Instantly. Like instantly. Oh my god. So like SAS Joel, okay, he's got 48,000 funds every single turn. So I mean, he could honestly win this game by just spamming those infantry, I guess, and just building like bomber, battlecopter, fighter, just some kind of tech unit every single turn. And then all he has to do is just sort of outlast him. He's just got to keep the fight going long enough to reach like that 30-day limit, and then he's going to win through capture. That's what it's all about, folks. You got to win through capture. I mean, you can win through tactics and it feels really good, but if you win through capture after like a long like 30-day battle, you know, it does also feel good. Oof. Well, that's a dead medium tank. I'm talking about magicians. Unfortunately, this medium tank is now in the feeding range of the Soiled Abomination, so that guy's going to be able to go up here and just have a tasty little snack on that guy. Classy boy should be able to finish this guy. This guy's probably gone. It's going to be a pretty rough turn for these guys down here, but I think this is mostly just a meat shield, or maybe the steel shield, I guess, in Magician's case, for this infantry to maybe get down here and capture the comm tower, capture the port. We still have a vacant port up in the north. Nobody's captured the comm towers. Like, nobody has captured the comm towers. The comm towers have gone uncaptured this entire game. It's like, what is going on here? That mega tank is in range to hit something too. Alright, classy boy of the sky. Do we have anything else that's in range to hit this? What's the damage calculator on this? So we have an 8 HP... doing 59 to 64. Not that it really matters too much, but maybe would have preferred like a medium tank battlecopter clear on this guy. And then maybe this one attack this guy. So then at least our mega tank doesn't take any kind of chip damage, but yeah. This battlecopter can go and attack this one too. Then this guy's in position. I don't know. It's gonna get messy. I mean, this entire game has been messy. Every single game with Sensei, it gets messy, folks. It gets messy. Tactics become very difficult. It just becomes an all-out brawl. An all-out infantry brawl. I don't really like the fact that we're probably throwing away this mega tank. This mega tank is definitely... it might not be throwing away the mega tank, but the mega tank is gonna... it's in like a lot of danger. It's like in a lot of danger. Okay, so like... let's take a gander here. So... I did not click on that. I did not. Okay. So we're gonna do like 14 to 23%. What's the power look like? Alright, so we're gonna do 14 to 23%. So let's say we're super lucky, right? And this guy goes down to 8. Then we have a battlecopter. It's gonna do 10 to 18. So that goes down to 7. And then we have the Soiled Abomination come in here. It's doing 35 to 44% damage. It's quite a bit of damage. So let's say we get lucky and it goes down to, I don't know, 3. Now the unfortunate part about this is at this point, I don't know why there's no counter. Oh yeah, okay, so we went down to 3 from there. And then Black Storm hits it, and it's down to 1. Because well, I mean, we probably wouldn't get Black Storm by then, but I mean, if we went up and attacked Neo Tank first, no, I don't think we can get Black Storm. We're not close enough for that. But anti-air clears this. Or even tank clears this. Tank clears this. There's a tank shot here. There's this shot. There's this shot. There's this shot. Then there's another tank shot. The Mega Tank is gone. I wonder if he's gonna go for it though. It's a lot of units to invest in like a singular attack, but the Mega Tank is like pretty dangerous at this point. So taking it out would be. Oh, we got lucky with the attack too. I mean, taking it out would be a pretty good idea. Like, I'm not even lying. Not even lying. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, okay. No, go for the full attack. Oh, attack it with the mech. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No, I didn't even... I forgot about this mech, actually. Oh, my God. Okay, so, like, we have a mech. We have a mech right here. Like, crash the flipping mech into this. Doing 5 to 13% damage. Like, why not take this guy down to 6? It's like it's a mech. It's just gonna get eaten by these infantry anyways. Take this guy down to 6. Swoop in here with this flipping soiled abomination. Oh my God, you're doing so much damage. Swoop in there with the soiled abomination. Then you would bring one of these tanks, just one tank, over here and attack this. Like, what's he gonna do? He's got a 3 HP classy medium tank. This artillery is not in position. The only thing that's in position to do anything would be this bomber and the battlecopter, right? So if you sacrifice a Neo tank to take out a Mega Tank, bring the bomber up here in range of the fighter. The bomber doesn't want to go up there. It doesn't want to go up there. It wants to stay down here and be safe. It wants to like feed on like the easy shots, and it can't feed with like all this stuff around. So like easily bring that guy over here, take that out, boom, like big shots. I think Magician could probably definitely missed the mark on that one a little bit, but I mean, whatever, you know, it doesn't even matter. Not everybody eats like I do, folks, so I wouldn't actually suggest that anybody play the game like I play the game. Play the game very recklessly. So maybe it's better just to be safe, you know? But I made it this far by being a complete casual, reckless player, so, you know, why stop now? That's the main thing. Why stop now, you know? Alright, big infantry walls in the front. Mega tank in the front once again. We're out of Neo range now, so I mean, that's cool. How much ammo do we have on this guy? 2 ammo? Could easily crash this tank into it, take it down to 1 ammo. Could even crash another tank into it, take it down to 0 ammo. Then it's not even a threat at that point. Perfect spot for this battlecopter, though. I mean, like, you can't even hit that battlecopter. Magician is so close to the co-power right now, though. Neither of the rockets have been released from their prison yet, either. Alright. Fighter blocker now. The strongest fighter in Advanced Wars by Web right now. The strongest shield in Advanced Wars by Web. It's doing business over here. Now, I don't think a 7 HP Mega Tank clears a Neo Tank on a city. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, right? It shouldn't. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Nope. It was a respectable, like, 55% damage, but... Wait a second. If this was at full HP... even full HP it doesn't clear. That's kind of surprising. I mean, technically, it is a Sensei Mega Tank, so it's a little bit weaker. Does like a normal Mega Tank clear? Normal Mega Tank doesn't even clear. I always thought it kind of cleared. I mean, I'm pretty sure it clears on a forest, right? Oh, it doesn't even clear on a forest. It clears on plains. Like, how much firepower do you need? Can Jess do it? Where's Jess? Where's Jess? Jess! Jess! Can Jess do it? Jess can't do it. Can Max do it? Max should be able to, right? Max can do it. Max has a chance of doing it. You know who can do it, though? Where is he? Grim. Grim can do it, folks. He can get it done. Alright. No comm tower Grim. He's the only guy that can do it, aside from Canby. Alright. Spawn the mechs. I'm telling you. Spawn the mechs. No, should have spawned the mechs. Alright, moves the bomber way out of range of that fighter. Spawn the mechs! The mechs! Oh, he doesn't spawn the mechs. Oh, he can't spawn the mechs. That's right. He doesn't have super. Doesn't have the super, folks. On day 20, doesn't have the super. But Majician2000 has the super, folks. And he pops it. How much damage? SAS Joel's 293,000. Now to 226,000. My god. Oof. Neo Citron, folks. That's what it's all about. It's the only way that I can do these. Gotta clear the throat. Almost like how Majician2000 is clearing this map of soiled abominations. So many soiled abomination clears here. This fighter is out of range, right? Yeah, okay. Bomber is safe. Bomber's safe. Safe, everybody. 20 days, though. SAS Joel, all he's got to do is he's just got to hold out for 20 days. 10 days. Oh, gets a shot on a fighter. Oh my god. Okay, SAS Joel, spawn the mechs. Move the infantry and the copter off of the cities. Spawn the mechs. Call the mechs down. Bring them down. Ah, it's the infantry again. No, spawn the mechs. Spawn the mechs. I'm telling you. Okay. I'm telling you. Magician just used super, right? He just used super. He's not going to get any heals for the next little while. You move this battlecopter somewhere, like, I don't know, you just attack something random, like go and attack, like, I don't know, this medium tank, or go and attack this tank right here. Right? Get that guy out of here. Like, sacrifice this infantry, like, just crash him into the medium tank and just let him get sacrificed. Right? Spawn the mechs. Mech right here, mech right here, mech right here. That's 2 anti-airs pretty much down right away. There's a mech right here and a mech right here. Like, you get free shots on the medium tank. You get a shot on the artillery. You get a shot on the tank. You get either of those 2 shots right there. Mech plus infantry would probably clear this guy. Like, no word of a lie. Like, a Sensei mech? Doing, like, tons of damage right there. Plus, you have mechs over here. You know, you can start threatening caps over here that have to be interrupted with, like, vehicles so they take extra damage. What else would you get? You get a mech right here. You attack this guy. That'd be hecka great. Got a mech over here. Mech right there. Pop that mech on the mountain. Go and attack this tank. Pfft. Having the time of your life over there. Unfortunately, it's infantry, though. I'm telling you, if it was mechs, though, like, this could have been a really good turn. Well, like I said, some people, you know, they might disagree with me. They might say, no, you should always pop infantry. Always pop infantry. Always be a boring infantry popper, but no. Now, get the mechs. Mech spam, folks. That's what it's all about. Hottest mech spam in Advanced Wars by Web in 2025. That's what it could have been. Instead, we got infantry. And we got to pull back. This is the more dangerous part, because now we have to leave our cities. We leave our cities and then they might get captured. 21 days, folks. And that fighter is getting awfully close to that classy boy of the sky. Extra dangerous. So much soiledness on this map. Ah! This map smells so bad. More infantry, folks. I probably... doesn't matter. Actually, it literally doesn't even matter, because, like, the infantry cap in the comm tower at this point, it's like, it's not going to survive. Even if it's at full HP. It can't survive a 2-hit. That's the problem. Looks like our wonderful classy boy of the sky, over there in the bottom right-hand corner, southeast. This guy had a really good run, but I think it's time that we probably wave goodbye to him. I don't think he's going to be surviving. Just like this cap up here. This cap is cap isn't going to be going through, unfortunately. T-copter on the field now. Oh my god. Another T-copter. Alright, so Magician is making a final play to actually try to grab properties now. How many properties does he need to grab? So, 48 to 34 would be 36 to 46. Would be 38 to 44. Which would be 40 to 42. So he needs 4. He needs to flip 4 properties. That's what he needs. 4 properties. Can he get it? In 7 days? There's a normal co-power pop, or stored up now. SAS Joel could pop the power again, but really not worth it. Like, you gotta get the mechs. Like, I'm telling you, like, I think SAS Joel could have got a whole lot of good shots if he just popped the mechs. Like, I'm not saying that it would have necessarily been, like, game-ending stuff, but it would have put Hawk in a much more tricky situation to be in, because he would have a lot of injured units, right? And then you have to deal with mechs, and if you can't one-shot the mechs, you know, they're going to be doing counter damage to you. I mean, side note, it would be good, sort of, because he would be able to build up a little bit more charge, but, I mean, he would also have more injured units, so... Like, oh no, you never know, folks, you never know. But he... Like I said, he's got 7 days. 7 days to cap 4 properties. He's going for 1 now. It looks like it's going to be an unstoppable cap up in the north. Might be able to get another property. Bust up the classy boy of the sky. Another classy medium tank. 24 pops more infantry. And pretty much at this point, for like the next 6 days, you just crash your units into every single infantry you see. And you don't let them. You just don't let them exist. You just gotta beat them up. Just keep beating up the infantry. And that's it. Spawn more soiled abominations. That's all you can do. Alright, out of time. Alright, Magician. Caps property. Boss out. Another super. It's 33,900 to 148,000 value now. Also, Copter Command now costs 50,000 battle damage. Airborne Assault costs 151,000. It's more expensive than Black Storm at the moment. Okay. So this is just going to be, like, I don't think there's anything, like, super significant about these attacks. It's mostly just clearing the infantry and just forming the walls. Like, at this point, there is, like, a lot of potential caps. at least one cap that's probably going to go through unless we can find a way. We can find a way to bust through here. Like, we have a Neo tank. We have a bomber. So we might be able to bust this through. If we can clear the medium tank might actually be the best clear that we can do. But we don't have units to do it because we only have one guy that can go in there and do the attack. So that's like a problem. That is a problem. Looks like this cap's going to be going through. I don't think that there's really anything around that can stop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Out of range over there, folks. Oh, that can stop it, though. I completely forgot. We got infantry, folks. All right. Fattest infantry drop of 2025. All right, does find a way. Does find a way to stop it. Interrupt the caps temporarily. But is it going to be enough? Like, overall. We have the lead. Have the lead. SAS Joel's got the lead. He's got to hold on to the lead now. Doesn't have enough time to buy any more units. Just... That's it. That's it. That's all we got. Oh no. Oh my god. Like, imagine the port. Imagine if SAS Joel had 100 more funds. Like, imagine if he just joined two of the infantry together. He could have bought a black boat. And he could have sat the black boat on the port, which would have prevented the capture of that port. Oh my god. Could have been so good. Could have been so good. Imagine if he just had a battleship on that port, though. I mean, that port wouldn't be getting capped by nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. So day 26. Do we have anything? Like, could maybe could go in. It's not enough. No, it is enough. Yeah. Okay, it's enough. You can interrupt this. That's fine. Oh, battleship in the top corner from Majician2000. See, I was just saying battleship, folks, and then the battleship pops up out of nowhere. There we go. Interrupts the capture, gets another attack. Sitting pretty good right now, folks. Sitting pretty good. It's actually looking pretty good for SAS Joel. He's still ahead by multiple properties. It's day 26. I don't know if there's enough. I don't know if there's enough. He might not. He might hold on to the lead. Actually, despite the fact that Majician2000 had 373,200 value. 39 units, almost a unit count. Gonna be capping a property. Still needs to cap, what is that, like 3 properties? 2 properties? He needs to flip. Oh, he's gonna cap this property right here. Oh, that's 42 to 42. It's even. It's even right now. He's going for the comm tower. He's got to stop this comm tower capture. That's the big one now. Stop this comm tower capture. Stop this comm tower capture. And it's a draw. He's going for the cap. And there's enough days. He's got to eliminate the infantry. Full elimination mode of those infantry. There's nothing that can attack it. Oh no. No, there's nothing that can attack it. There's not even anything that can stop this capture now. Oh. Yeah, with that move, I think that's probably game. I don't think that there's a way to stop that. Even with infantry spawns, I don't think there's a way to stop that. Capping with a 1 HP infantry. Like a true gentleman. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, Magician pops power. And it just cleans up. Cleans up as the units move around with the co-power thing in the way. Beautiful. Yeah, he's capping another property now too. Yeah. That's that. That's that. Let's carry on. Day 28 pops the infantry. And then there's nothing. There's nothing that can stop this. Oh, wait. One more. Ooh. He has to join. He has to attack. This guy's going through, though. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's that. That's game right there, folks. 40,000 to 44,000 value. Or, units. Properties. That's the word. Properties. That's the word I'm looking for, folks. 405,600 value. 37 units to 20 units. 176 units destroyed. 63 units lost. What a match, folks. What a match. Actually, honestly, like a crazy match. Like, both of these players played, like, really good. For the most part. I think, like, SAS Joel, I think he just needed to bust out a few more mechs, you know? You bust out a few more of the fattest mechs drops of 2025. I think he probably could have maybe got the win. But that's the thing about Sensei and high funds, you know? You think he's strong, and he is strong if you're not prepared for it. But if you're fighting somebody like Hawk or Eagle or anybody else, you know, it is difficult for him. Definitely is difficult. But if you play to your strengths, you can definitely win. But what a fantastic game. I believe this one was actually submitted by SAS Joel. So, very cool match indeed. Music is super lame right there. Always doing that stuff, folks. What a wonderful game. Thank you so much for the submission. It was a blast watching that game. Interesting. Except for the Neo tanks. Definitely need to pour some gasoline on this map and set it ablaze. But hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.